Hello, we are going to be on the story Little Boy Lost, Little Boy Found, and our first lesson we'll be doing is over figurative language. Whenever you describe something by comparing it to something else, you're using figurative language. This is language writers use to produce images in readers' minds and to express ideas in fresh, vivid, imaginative ways. To create figurative language, writers use figures of speech. These are words and phrases whose connotations go beyond their literal meanings. When writers use literal language, they're stating facts as they are. Figurative language, by contrast, often uses comparison or exaggeration to make a point and to help readers, imagine something in an unexpected way. For example, in the sentence, "The dancer glided like a swan," the writer uses the figurative speech, "glided like a swan," to produce an image that tells more about the dancer's movement than the literal sentence, "The dancer danced." Figurative language is very common in poetry, though it is also used in prose, both fiction and nonfiction. It can help you understand or imagine something in a way you would not otherwise. So that's our definition. Now, if we model it, you've got your identification and application. You're modeling throughout this poem, okay? So you can use the audio if you like to help you. If you want to listen to it, that's fine. And then you'll come over here to the Your Turn section and you'll read this excerpt from the poem, and then you'll answer questions 1 and 2, part A and B, just like what we've been doing in class. Okay? So the next lesson you'll be doing is in the same story, but it's connotation and denotation. So same type of thing, define, model, and your turn. So the definition, every word has a literal or exact meaning that appears in the dictionary. But in addition to these dictionary definitions, some words also have what are called an implied or associated meaning. The denotation of a word refers to its literal meaning, while the connotation of a word is based on the association it has for many people, depending on its context or how it is used. For example, the denotation of the word greasy is simply covered with oil when it is used to describe a car engine or door hinge. But when greasy is used to describe someone's hair or a platter of food, it takes on a negative connotation. So there's our definition of connotation and denotation. You have the model section. Again, if you want to use the audio part, that is totally fine. You've got your identification and application and your modeling of connotation and denotation. Have little pieces there. Okay, so then you'll read that and you'll come over to the Your Turn section. The stanza, again, you're going to read that and then come over here. What is the connotation of the word pale? And then which sentence best supports your answer? So you have those two things you can do. The answer is not A. I just happened to click on that, or I can't tell you if it's A or not. I just happened to click on it, so don't think that that's automatically the answer. Sorry about that. And then I forgot to tell you on the last one, but click submit. That way you get your points for the assignment. Okay. And the last thing we have, we're moving on into a different story, a poison tree. And you've got the intro, the read, and then you'll have vocabulary. This is different than what you'll have. So same as what you've had all year long, and if you can choose whether you do the sentences or not. If you want to do them, you can, but you don't have to. It is not a requirement. So that's going to look different than what this does, because this has the think questions instead of the vocabulary section. So you're still going to read the intro and watch the video if you like, and then you'll have the read section, and again, you can listen to it if you want to. It's really short. 1, 2, 3, 4 stanzas. Okay. So William Blake was an 18th century British artist and poet known in part for his richly illustrated poetry collections, Songs of Innocence and Songs of Experience. As the two titles suggest, Blake viewed the world in contrasts. The poems in Songs of Innocence focus on the naivete and simplicity of youth, while the poems from the later Experience volume explore the darker, corrupted side of human nature. A Poison Tree is from Songs of Experience. So you can kind of tell it's going to be a darker side just by the name of it, poison. You don't typically think of happy thoughts. So then if you'd like to, you can watch the video over that. And like I said, this will be vocabulary on your assignment. It will not be the think questions. So if you have any questions, be sure to email me. Make sure you get these done. When you get your vocabulary done, this says think, I understand that. Don't forget to click submit assignment. And since this is the think questions, it doesn't say that either. So have a good week and keep in touch if you have any questions or comments. Thanks. Have a great day.